Hello everyone and welcome to Pause for Parents Mindfulness Lesson 6. Today we're going to be talking about mindful movement and how that can be used to help calm us down and make us feel better. To start with, I'm going to read you a story, and the story is called Steps and Stones. An Armed Anger story, written by Gail Silver and illustrated by Christiane Cromer. Recess is Anne's favourite part of the day. But not today. Today his friends Sam and Charlie ran right past him, not even looking his way. "Wait," called Anne, "we're supposed to dig. I've brought shovels and everything." "We don't want to dig," said Sam, bouncing a big red ball in the dirt. "Yeah," echoed Charlie, "digging is for babies. We're playing kickball instead." Anne felt like he'd been punched in the stomach. "I don't want to play kickball," he said. "I want to dig." But Sam and Charlie were already kicking the ball around and Anne was left alone. Anne walked to the shade of an oak tree, a salty tear rounding the corner of his lip. He leaned against the tree and watched as a tear made a tiny puddle in the dirt. "I'm glad you finally stopped," said a voice. "I've been trying to get your attention." Anne lifted his head and he saw a dark silhouette with a pair of red sneakers. "Anger?" he asked. "Is that you?" "It's me," said Anger. "You know I always show up when things aren't going your way." Anne looked at his anger. He hadn't seen him for a while. "Why were you wearing all that stuff?" Anne asked. "I didn't even recognize you." "I was trying to be inconspicuous," said Anger, whispering. "I'm not sure if I'm allowed at school." Anne and Anger sat together watching the other kids play kickball. "Sam and Charlie were supposed to dig with me," said Anne. "I know," said Anger. "Now I have no one to play with," Anne said, "and Charlie thinks I'm a baby." "I can think of a thing or two I'd like to say to Charlie," said Anger. "Me too," said Anne. "I'd stand up to him and I'd say, 'I'm no baby.'" "And then," said Anger excitedly, "we'd grab the ball and we'd throw it at him." "Come on," said Anger, "let's find Sam and Charlie." "Wait! Oh, I don't know. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Can we slow down?" said Anne. Anne and Anger began walking slowly. With their first step, they took a breath in. With their next step, they let the breath out. One step, breathing in. One step, breathing out. "I've never walked this slowly before," said Anger. "It feels funny." "Let's try counting our steps," Anne suggested. "Maybe that will help." 1, 2, 3. Anne and Anger quietly counted the rise and fall of each step. 4, 5, 6. Arn could feel his breath moving up and down in his belly. 7, 8, 9. It's hard to concentrate, said Anger. I keep losing my count. 10, 11, 12. Arn felt a cool breeze behind him, gently pushing him towards the field. 13, 14, 15. And the slow rhythm of Arn's breath comforted him, and he started to feel better. Anger, called Arn. Are you still here? I'm right here, Anger whispered softly. What are you doing? Arn asked. I'm a little tired, said Anger. I think I should stay here and rest. Okay, said Arn. I can go on by myself now. Wait, said Anger, handing Arn a dandelion. Make a wish. Arn closed his eyes and drew a big breath. He blew it out and watched the dandelion seeds scatter. Now you make a wish, said Arn, turning to Anger, but Anger had already faded away. Arn rose to his feet and walked slowly towards the field. The sun was warm on his face. And he wanted to play. 16, 17. Arn couldn't help walking a little faster. 18, 19, 20, said Arn, and the sound of his voice surprising him. 20 what? Asked someone. It was Sarah, a girl from his class. 20 steps from there to here, said Arn. He pointed back towards the big oak tree. Why were you counting your steps? She asked. Arn thought about his anger, the oak tree, and slow walk. He thought about Charlie and Sam. It's a long story, he said. I like long stories, Sarah said, poking in the dirt. Hey, look what I found. Wow, said Arn, that's a really cool rock. Sarah held the small shimmering stone up and to the sun, and it sparkled in the light. I've never seen a rock like that before, said Sam, running up. I know, said Arn. You can find a lot of neat stuff when you dig. You haven't told us your story, Sarah said. Why were you counting your steps? Yeah, said Charlie, coming over. Why were you walking so slowly? Charlie, Sam and Sarah gathered around. Come on, they said, tell us. Arn looked at his friends and smiled. Recess is my favourite part of the day, Arn began. And it still was. I hope you enjoyed that story. It's an excellent way to introduce the importance of mindful walking to the kids and how they can use that out in the playground or out in the park or when they're out playing with friends. And if they notice their amygdala firing, their anger coming out, that they can put the mindful walking in place to help settle them down. And I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay, pause for parents, mindfulness lesson 6. So we've just read the story. I hope you and your children enjoyed it. So introducing mindful walking and how it can help us settle our big emotions. Walking meditation is another great mindful movement skill and behaviour to use. So you can use an area outside in your backyard or your front yard or inside across your lounge room or even across your bedroom, where you focus standing together with your feet together. This is usually done barefoot, and You get the kids and yourself to pay attention to your feet, and you slow everything down. So then you're paying attention on purpose in the present moment as you gradually lift one of your feet up, extend your leg, put your foot down and then transfer your weight across, and then move your next foot out and down and move. It's a very repetitive motion, and it is very, very soothing for anyone doing that. And you can have your hands on your belly, so you're concentrating on your breath as well, or you can just have them by your side. This is a cute little cartoon that I found that I thought might just put a smile on your face. Now, the daily practice of mindful walking helps to keep us grounded in the present experience and helps us to stay connected to our bodies. It is best to give children and yourself a concrete and attainable goal. Try to get into the habit of making your first walk in the morning a mindful one, whether it's going to the bathroom, the fridge, the car, or the school bus. It can have a wonderful impact on your day. Another great tool for mindful movement is Brain Gym. There are a couple of fantastic links here for YouTube clips that you can do with your kids. The poster that's included in this PowerPoint shows you how important it is to drink water. You have little buttons just under your collarbone here that you can just give a bit of a massage. Then you can do the cross crawl action where one hand goes across the body and taps the opposite knee as you lift your leg up, and then the other side. And then finally a hook up, which is where you cross your feet and you also cross your hands and link them up and take them under and take some deep breaths. There's lots of Brain Gym YouTube clips if you'd like to check them out online with your family. These are 2 activities that are part of the resource kit that you may have received. So you and your child can draw some pictures about yourself walking around mindfully at home, and it's got the poster there for you around Brain Gym. Thanks very much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed it.